I know probably a lot of pressure heading into today, right?
Absolutely,
First games at your new school after coaching at Bethany. You come in and you inherit a program that went all the way to the College World Series last year. How has this process been for you over the last several months?
It's been great. I mean, a lot of credit goes to the girls and our leadership that we have. I mean, they have welcomed me with open arms, and I've said from day one that, my goal isn't to come in and just make it my way. It's to just build upon the successes that they had last year and really look to the upperclassmen leadership. We don't have seniors, but our junior class is a really strong class, and our graduate student, Morgan Toll, I mean, they really set the tone for everybody else, and you saw that today with, a lot of our young girls just really performing today.
Well, talking about setting the tone, I think it was notable that your team had early leads in both games.
Yeah.
And so obviously you got the shutout in the first game, but I think the early lead in the second game paid dividends because you were able to kind of play in front. How important was that to get off to the hot start?
I mean, it's usually the team that scores first is the one that wins, and the girls know that, and they came out hot. And Abby did a great job coming in as a pinch hitter and putting another run on the board, and then hitting the grand slam in the fifth inning. I mean, I kind of had to keep her in after that. She was just planned to be a pinch hitter, and I just kind of knew that she needed to stay in the game, and I'm glad I did.
It looks like there's going to be a lot of freshmen who are going to see valuable opportunities this season. So how do you make sure that they continue to play at a high level? Because you always hear things like a freshman wall and whatnot, but it looks like at least now you have a promising collection.
Yeah, well, one thing that we say is that anybody can be a leader. They don't necessarily have to be a junior or a senior or a graduate student to be a leader. Everybody can lead, and playing softball and playing a team game in which you play a doubleheader, your roles are constantly going to change, and it's situational hitting, it's being a good a person on the bench, it's coming off the bench. So we just have high expectations of them, but then we just don't limit them to being a freshman or being a sophomore. So again, it showed today.
Considering it was the first game of the season, Lauren Dillette looked like she was in mid-season form. She got a shutout in the first game. What worked well for her?
We've changed up some things that she has done in years past, and a big thing for her was kind of getting her confidence back, and we worked on that a ton in the off season. And you saw it today. She has her confidence back, and she threw really, really well. To be honest, I think she could have thrown better, and I think she would agree to that. But it's up from here. We said after game one they kind of had a little bit of jitters in the beginning, and we definitely smoothed that out. So
it's pretty surprising that we're able to get weather like this, and you get some home games in. I'm sure that you probably were maybe a little skeptical to get some early season games, but you're going to be on the road or at neutral sites for quite a while. How do you approach that?
Well, we talked about just being consistent no matter who we play or where we play. So it's a challenge for every team when you're going to play on the road. But we said it before we started the game today that we have to play our game. So we'll just take that same mentality wherever we go.
You get coaching win number 1 and number 2 here at Seton Hill. So lastly, how do you celebrate that?
Go home and sleep.
There you go. Well, it'll be a restful sleep, hopefully, after this doubleheader victory. Cassie, thanks so much for doing this.
Thank you very much.
That's Cassie Moore, first-year head coach for Seton Hill.